If you have any job whatsoever, you have dealt with annoying customers. Let me tell you about some of mine. I study media, and in my study, we actually get assignments from actual companies. So in one of my previous years, I got the assignments to create a plan for an outdoor stage play on a certain square in my university town, which had to be interactive media-wise. Honestly, if you put it like that, it sounds super cool. It was not. You see, the people who gave us the assignment were two people. Let's call them Patty and Sam. So the man, Sam, was said to be this crazy expert regarding interactive media. And Patty actually owned the whole cultural stuff there on that particular square. So getting to work with them sounded super cool. So we got together for our first meeting and we asked them, what is your target audience? Because as you know, every good project has a specific target audience. To which they replied, yeah, everyone is our target audience. I'm not sure how familiar you are with processes and target audiences, but everyone can't be your target audience. You have to narrow it down to a very specific group of people you want to reach. So we explained that to them, which I thought they should have known because they have already done a lot of projects, but okay. So they narrowed it down to, yeah, the people that come to the square, aka everyone in town. Yes, that is also everyone. Please be more specific. Okay, so you know what? We'll do it for the youth. So basically your age, 18 to 25. So we were like, okay, 18 to 25, even though it's not a super specific target audience, is more focused than everyone. So we started working on that and we created this whole plan and we did a whole research about the behavior of people from 18 to 25 there on the square. Next time we had a meeting. Also, Sam lived on the other side of the country, so he would always do a Skype meeting with us, which would always malfunction, but a little about that later. So basically we explained to them our whole findings and our whole plan and our results after the research. To which they replied, but our target audience is people from 60 and up. No, 18 to 25. That's what we focused on. You said our group of age. Yeah, no. Most people who come to the square are like 60 and up, so that's our target audience. Okay, so after the meeting, we wrote an entire new research plan and we researched the behavior of the people on the square from 60 and up. So at our third meeting, we finally came together, we showed them the results and they were like, why'd you research people from 60 and up? Because you said we had to. No, I said people from 18 to 25, like your group of age. But we had to change that. No, we definitely never said that at all, no. So we changed our whole plan back to 18 to 25. Of course, we already had something of it, and we continue to work on that. Next meeting! Why are you only focusing on people from 18 to 25? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, because we kind of want everyone. No! You can't change it 4 times, and after we've explained that you can't have everyone as your target audience, then again say that you want everyone as your target audience. That would mean that we have to divide it into a lot of different groups and then all research all of their behaviors separately. So, and honestly, we did that. So, and we started to come up with some pretty awesome ideas, if I can say so myself. We got some really creative stuff, which I am unfortunately not allowed to talk about because we had this contract and they own the whole product now, but yeah. Basically, it revolved around augmented and virtual reality. So pretty cool. So we started to do a lot of research about augmented and virtual reality, and Sam actually worked a lot in that field for like 12 years. The only thing is, every time we had a question about it, he would sort of not know, even though he was considered the expert on that level. So at some point, one of my project group members had found a certain project on the internet and she was like, this sounds very promising. She told Sam in the meeting, this sounds very promising. I haven't researched it yet. Do you know anything about it? To which he replied, no, I've never heard about that in my entire life. It does sound interesting. You should definitely research that because I, Sam, have never heard about that ever in my life. The day after, we started researching it, to which we immediately found Sam's name in the credits. The dude who claimed he never heard about the whole project ever in his entire life was in the credits because he helped on the project. So next meeting, because we had a meeting every week, we asked him, hey, you said you never heard about it ever, but you are in the credits, you worked on this, you did like a significant amount of it. To which he replied, oh really? Yeah, you're credited for doing a lot of virtual and augmented reality work on this project. Oh yeah. I don't remember. We've done so much extra research that he would have known if we asked them, because they would have, like, they kept saying, before you research something, ask us first, because we know a lot about that. But every time we asked, they were like, oh, you should definitely research that, only to find out that they actually participated in the project. And you know how I mentioned that we would always have Skype conversations with Sam because he lived on the other side of the country. The thing is, he would often not be like, hey, you know what, I'll stay home to Skype with them. No, he would be like, you know what, I'm on the train, let me Skype with you. Fun fact, here in the Netherlands we have Wi-Fi on the train. Another fun fact, the Wi-Fi in the train sucks. And he thought, you know what, I'm gonna have a video call with the sucky train internet. Why did this not work? Well, first off, he sounded like this. Because no one could actually understand what he said because there was so much lag. Second off, he thought that you have to keep your phone like this close to your face or something.
Because every Skype call was him doing this.
Which actually made me laugh a lot, but I had to hold it in because he was like our client, and I was like, dude, just keep it farther away from your face. So yeah, that would often not work. At some point, the project started to go a little bad. We didn't really know what to do, and we got kind of stuck in the whole process. The thing is, when something like that happens, the clients actually have to talk to us and not our teachers, because the whole process, the whole learning process thing requires that we fix the problems. And if it's really too much, then we can ask the teachers. That's basically the whole idea. Patty, however, decided to call our teachers in grave panic every time something didn't go smoothly. So at some point, almost every week, we had our teacher call us, and we would answer the phone. We'd be like, hey, to which he would say that Patty would have called him in grave panic, being super panicky on the phone about, oh my god, it's all going down, the whole project is failing, they're failing so bad, which of course was not really great for our credits. So we had explained to her that it's maybe a good idea to talk about the problems she has with us first, so we can fix them. We'd be like, if you have problems with anything, please tell us instead of the teacher first, because that's like a middleman. If you talk to us directly, we can fix it, because often they were very fixable problems. So, and basically they lost all faith in it, blah blah blah. So we came together for a meeting again. We set some very clear goals and things that we had to do, and she was like, you know what, I have a lot of faith in this again. This was a very good idea to talk to you directly. Thank you so much for clearing this all up. This is gonna be great. And we were like, thank you. Yes, it is. We'll do this. She walked out to take her car home. Literally 5 minutes later, our teacher called us, how she was panicking on the phone, how the whole project was failing. Why didn't she say that to us? She was like, this is gonna be great. Oh my god, you fixed it so well. Literally 5 minutes later, our teacher's like in full, oh my god, she's so panicking. Just talk to... The thing was, it wasn't that bad. We were actually very well on schedule, and we actually ended up having a very interesting and cool idea. May I add that the bottom line of the concept came from me. Another thing, that woman, Patty, was super obsessed with that town square. She would talk about the square every time. Like, the square has a name, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't really reveal where I go to school or where I live in what town, because small towns, easy to blah blah blah. Basically, she would talk about it all the time. She would mention it at least 20 times, and at some point we actually like counted how many times in one meeting she said the name of the square. It was like 25 or something. And the whole project's name was actually Long Live the Square. Yeah. So and every time she was like, yeah, long live the square, long live the square, we were like, oh my god, stop it. But you can't say that. So at some point, we were waiting for them, and I was typing on my phone, and I was like, I'm gonna play a little prank on my project group members. So I wrote something down real quick, and I was like, guys, did you know that I wrote an erotic story? And they were like, Quentin, what the heck? Where did this come from? And I gave it to my friend. I was like, yeah, just read it. She was like, Quentin, I'm not gonna read an erotic story you just wrote. And I was like, you definitely gotta read it. And it was something along the lines of this. He bent over her, his hands softly caressing her body. He slowly bent closely to her, leaning in for a kiss. But right before he did that, he brought his mouth closely to her ear and whispered, long live the square. And I thought I was so hilarious. And I like passed my phone around the group, and everyone was like, they were looking at it like, oh, Quentin! I thought it was so funny, but yeah. So yeah, and in the end, we delivered the whole thing, and they were like, you know what? This is actually a pretty alright end result, even though it was a pretty awesome end result. Like, I'll have you know that I pitched it, because I always do all the pitches in all of my project groups, because everyone thinks I'm good at presenting. Thank you. So I pitched the whole thing, and there was actually a businessman in the audience who came up to me afterwards and was like, your concept is really interesting. What if I want 15,000 of those? And we were like, oh my god. But we had no right to sell it because it wasn't officially our project, so that was like really bad, because oh, that would have been a lot of money. But okay, I'm okay about that. Basically, businessmen everywhere were like, this whole concept is so great for my business, and and everyone was like, I could use this. Oh, I could use this too, because we created a whole concept that would be applicable in any kind of situation where you want interactive media. But the actual people, Patty and Sam, were like, yeah, we're probably gonna pitch it again to another group, So we gave them the whole report and everything, and they were like, you know what? We kind of also want you guys to present something to the people who were gonna use this. Can you make a whole presentation? And we were like, well, actually, our semester is gonna end, and we're gonna have new projects. And we're like, yeah, but we kind of still really want that. So in the end, we didn't end up doing that, even though we were like, yeah, we could probably do that, because our new semester started, and we can't just be like, in new semesters, be like, hey, I'm going to go to my previous project group, bye guys, do this on your own, because the other people who I don't actually have anything to do with anymore still want another piece of work. And they were really salty about that, and she kept calling the teachers again. And they were like, yeah, but it's kind of like their totally new semester, so and they kept mailing us, but in the end, they didn't do anything with our concept, even though a lot of other people were like, I kind of want to use this, so it's really unfortunate. But yeah, at least I can say that I wrote an erotic story that ended up being about a town square. Whoa! Hey all, Lifer here. Thank you so much for watching this new storytime video. Please comment down below. Have you ever had to deal with very annoying people who gave you a project? And if you are new here, I would love to have you subscribe to this channel. I post something to get to know each other a little bit better like this on Saturday, and on Wednesday I post comedy sketches. All of that to let people know that it's awesome and okay to be yourself and to be unique, and you shouldn't let anyone change who you are because you are perfect the way you are. And if you really want to help me out, you turn on notifications and you share this video with someone you think will enjoy it. But overall, I really hope you like this video, and like I always say, just be unique, you're awesome the way you are.